personal result type of individual.
You are?
Give y'all the shirt off my back to be up here speaking for you. So let me tell you why I agreed to do it. I think it was about a month ago, I received a phone call at work on my cell phone. It was a number that I didn't recognize and I almost didn't answer. But I decided to do it anyway. And to my surprise, it was the pastor. And, you know, we exchanged greetings, and finally the pastor said, well, let me tell you why I'm calling. He said, do you want to speak at the upcoming men's conference? And emphatically, I said no. but I said I will. In fact, Pastor, I'm curious to know if you were more surprised if I said I will. I would.
Yes, I was.
Which one was you more?
I was surprised that you said yes.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't going to let you say no.
He also wanted me to speak for 20 minutes, and I said I'll give you 10 minutes. Leave me on watching the clock. What he said, I'll take what I can get. And two main reasons that I agreed to do it was out of the respect that I have for the pastor and the First Lady, and because my sons, who I am extremely proud of, they wanted me to do it. That's right. All right. My topic was raising responsible young men. I guess the pastor wanted me to do it because I have 4 sons that are doing pretty good for themselves, and I thought, you know, maybe he thought I had something to talk about. I don't have any formal education on it, but I do have over 36 years on the job doing it. And I think, I don't know if I mentioned that, no photography or no...
It's not on.
I can only speak, like I said, I don't have any formal educational experience from it, so I can only speak from my heart. And I think, well, I know that Lacey said about a week ago, it ain't what it looked like. So I decided to come up with something, and I came up with, you got to put something in to get something out.
Come on, man.
Good stuff. Let me give you a little background on myself and Earl. I was born and raised in Detroit, Michigan. Okay. I'm the eldest of 4 sons. We were fortunate enough to grow up with both parents. We were poor, but we didn't know it. Everybody in the neighborhood was poor, so you know how that goes. There were days when we had little to eat, but what we never lacked or felt lack of was love from our parents. They provided the best they could. And let me kind of put that in perspective. I'm giving you 2 little short stories. Help me burn up the clock a little bit. Which one? Okay. I remember when we were growing up, being 4, just to put it in perspective, we used to be sitting downstairs, especially on the weekend. We'd be watching TV, and back then, this was in the 60s, there was only 5 or 6 channels that you can watch. We only had 1 television. We'd be sitting downstairs watching TV, and TV would go off like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. So all of the brothers, we'd head up the stairs, and we had a cat. It was an orange cat. The cat's name was an Animal. We head up the stairs, and we'd look around, and the Animal was coming up the stairs behind us. And he'd be like, y'all not leaving me down. And I'm thinking, and it might have been 30 seconds, and you hear click, click, click. Sometimes we get up to be 2 rats on a trap. So, put it in perspective. I remember one time our parents, talking about having very little to eat. I remember my parents sending us over to our grandparents' house to get commodities. I don't know if y'all know the government.
Yep.
We had to go over there. It seemed like back then, like 2 or 3 miles. I'd go back to Detroit or Highland Park to look at it. Now it's only like a mile or so. But they sent us over there to pick up the government cheese, the peanut butter, powdered milk, eggs, whatever. We went over there and picked it up, and on our way back, we got jumped. We were like 8 or 9 years old. We got jumped and they took our food. So, with that being said, I'm gonna take some audience participation. I'm gonna have Carl read something real quick.
It's Proverbs 22:6. Proverbs 22:6, and it says, "Train up a child in the way that he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it." Amen.
All right. My parents didn't attend church much, but they sent us. So my wife and I made our children go, and so they are making their children go to church. That gave us and them a strong foundation. That's what gives us that voice that talks to us. I was taught chivalry from my dad. And that's, things of respect, like opening doors for women, what else? Opening doors for women, saying yes sir, yes ma'am, and doing that for the elderly as well. And in fact, my dad used to teach us, and I teach my sons how to tie ties. And to this day, I can't tie proper Windsor knot. I think that many of our young men are lacking direction. They need father figures and mentors. And I'm looking around, and there's quite a few of them out here right now, so they need to get on the job. When our sons were in school, my wife and I were involved. We made, I think, all of the parent-teacher conferences, attended PTO meetings, sometimes on the committees. We were coaches and team moms. We let them know how important they were and still are. We knew who their friends were. I've always told my sons that they can call me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and I think they'll attest to that. And we also taught them, no matter what, always tell us the truth. Even though I don't think they always did that. We all make some mistakes. Just learn from the mistakes. If I can mention one other thing that I thought was important raising our sons, it was doing affirmations, like I heard David say. And what I mean by affirmations and what we did on Sundays, we tried to make sure everybody showed up for Sunday dinner, no matter what you were doing. And we had the boys read from a book, and I think the name of the book was Short Stories for Young Men to Read or something, but everybody took a turn reading a short story, and afterwards, before they can get up from the table after they finished their food, we had to do affirmations, and we had to go around the room. Everyone had to do an affirmation, or like Dante would have to say to Carl, "Thank you for picking me up from school," or "Thank you for doing this," but everybody had to take a turn doing affirmations. You got to put some in to get some out.
All right.
Raising successful young men takes forgiveness, it takes sacrifice, it takes unconditional love, patience, encouragement, understanding, communication, making them responsible. And then there's discipline. And Dante, I have you real quick.
It was Proverbs 24:13. Whoop your kids.
No.
Spare the rod, spoil the child.
All right, thanks.